is January 30th. This is episode 2, and it's been a couple months since I have recorded an episode, and I wanted to get on here before the month is through and just share what I've been working on. Mostly knitting. I do want to share some of my December cozy picks, the Advent I chose to work on, and everything else seemed to stop when I started Advent knitting, and it was super fun. And the past month I've been knitting. I have 3 whips on the go. I think I'm going to share a little bit of mail, fun, happy mail of yarn that I purchased, and a cute little gift I received, and so on. So I'm just going to get started. What I'm wearing is a beautiful gift knit cowl from my sister, my favorite color, paired with neutrals. And this is the 3-color cashmere cowl from Joji Locatelli pattern. I'm going to insert a picture here. It's so soft, easy to wear, and just like does the job. So cozy, not too tight around the neck. It's a great pattern. This is also a Joji Locatelli. This is the only pattern I've made of hers. This is the Frank shawl, knit into 3 separate triangles. It's really large and in charge. It's beautiful. My sister and I made this together. Hers is a different color scheme. We used the Madeline Tosh. I think it was a kit that I bought, but maybe not. Anyway, I've gotten lots of great use out of that. So really quick too, you can find me on Instagram at Valhart Home, and that's the name of this channel as well. So I'm going to just start back in December, my little quick Advent chat, because knitting kind of went, I don't know, on pause as I knit my Advent. My Advent this year, last Christmas, last year, December 25, was with Leap of Faith yarns. And it was an interesting Advent inspiration for me. And I really don't know how to capture all of the thoughts behind it, but it was a Bible verse Advent. So every day you received a Bible verse and a little animal, creature, big or small, that was featured, and then a matching color skein of yarn. So I'm just going to show this is how I displayed it so I could show it today. This is a lot of sock knitting. After I'm done recording my little video, I'm going to pack this up and put it away till December, but I was kind of inspired to do little knitted objects for my tree. So I have a tall, skinny pencil tree is what you call it. And I think in some measure, I think through the years, like looking ahead, it would be fun to have knitted objects to put on a tree. And maybe next year, like I've had this thought too, maybe my Advent next year might be like little Christmas ornaments. I found a really cute pattern. This is somewhat of my own pattern because this is kind of funny. This was my first. This was my guinea pig, and it was way too big, way too much knitting. But I figured it out real quick by my second sock that I needed to simplify, because I think the first 12 days of December it was possible for me to make a sock a day. Excuse me. But then as the month goes by, I became busier and busier. So it was a week into January, I think I was still knitting, and then I finished it up. And so it was really fun. And by far, I have a favorite. This was my favorite. I think this was the wood duck. And this same yarn dyer, Leap of Faith Yarns, she is going to do a color of the month for this year in 26. and her January colorway was the wood duck. So I actually ended up buying a full skein because I don't know if it's really showing, but it's like teals. There it is. Whoops, one fell off. Teals and rose and ivory and tan. And I just think it would be a cute neutral pair of socks. And then this one, I don't have a pin. I forgot a pin. So that's it. And then the rest of my yarn, I'm going to just set this down. I did put into this cute jar that my mother gave me. So there's quite a bit left. That's the pattern for the Yuletide scarf, which I loved watching. Karina is Crafty. She did a Yuletide cowl, and I just didn't have capacity or time to jump on any other knitting content. Just December is a really busy month for me. I hosted a lot. My kids had a lot of activities, and that's just the way it is. But this, I did start the Yuletide scarf. So it would be super scrappy, and I'm not sure it's even my color scheme. Maybe my daughter will knit on this, although our tension's probably not the same. But who knows? It started. I think it would be a cute scrappy scarf. There's really some fun colors in here. And then this is just a raw undyed. I think this is also Leap of Faith Yarns. This is her natural color. And then the main skein that you would open on December 25th, that was part of this advent, is right here. And that's been started. I'm doing a heel toe do-si-do. I do love making socks. This is the first time ever doing this pattern. But these are just, that's really cute. Colorful, cheery, bright, all the things. It's not really my current whip. It's on pause. I haven't worked on this, and this will just kind of live together, and I can always come back to it. That's what I love too, right? Our knitting never goes stale. It sits and waits. I've actually been enjoying the fellow knitters on YouTube that are doing whip parades. So digging up all their whips that they have going on, and maybe they're going to frog it, maybe they're going to keep it, depending on if they have energy around it. And I just love that so much. And I think I am going to do that same thing. It's almost like a little bit scary or nerve-wracking to like go into all that stuff. And then if you just do it without any premonition or dive right into bags that you haven't really opened in a long time, it's kind of like you don't know what you're going to find, but then it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I actually did mine late last fall, and I have mine lined up in an area of my house. I mean, it's not, I actually only have a certain amount of time to knit, so maybe I don't have near as many as a lot of people, but still, it would be nice to finish off some of those whips and to figure out at least if we want to keep them or not, right? So that is my December Advent, and I'm going to just share a little bit of some of my December moments. Like I said, I hosted a lot, had quite a bit of cozy knitting time the first couple of weeks, and then it kind of gets busy with gifts and baking and school events and just lots of stuff, Christmas parties, and that's how it is for us. So I want to talk about whips, what I'm working on. I started a new hat with the Flora and Fauna yarn that I bought at Rhinebeck last year. So I think I talked about this in December, this rustic brown wool, and I'm loving it. So I started this one. It's a petite knit terrazzo hat. I really need this hat. I need it right now. I needed it this morning on my dog walk, and I didn't have it. So this is what I have done. So you do the size I'm making, it's 6.5 inches of ribbing. So I think I'll work on it this weekend. I have a really cute coffee bean stitch marker as well. So I'm enjoying this. That's my hat knit. The other knit I have, and I just could not love this more. Like, who knows why something just really starts to appeal to us, right? Like, I've really dove into this and I've been loving it. I think one of the things that captured my attention is the yarn. So it's a pattern by Wanderlust Knitter. It's a shawl. And it's called Brushability. And she knit it up with Fua Fua from Moondrake. So I chose this purple violet color. I think I started this about a week ago. So you knit it from like point to point. So this will keep on going. I don't know how many stitches I'll have when I get to the middle part of it. But it's super soft. It has this like texture to it. And then on the pattern link, she shares a link for a cashmere brush, which I don't have one, but I should have one. I have a little bit of cashmere in my life, but honestly, it is my favorite. And I had fun last year. I remember knitting what was that? The scarf I knit for my son who graduated. I did it in the bespoke Clinton Hill cashmere, but it was just like a dream to knit. So we all have our things, right? The next whip I have I always have socks on the go. These are my current socks though. I work on these all the time. I have them in my cute little bunny bag from Sandy by the Lakeside. This is so soft too. So this is Mince Pies from Chelsea Yarns. Started these a couple weeks ago. I have my little my row counters in. But I'm soon to the toe, and this is sock 1. So that's just kind of fun. When I bought this yarn, she sent the mince pie recipes. My grandmother used to make mince pie. I've never made it, and I remember loving it. And I remember loving the pastry combo. It's like you'd have to have a really good pastry, I think. That's what makes mince pie, or that's what makes it better, my opinion. So those are my whips, and I wanted to share a little bit of what I got in the mail, what I ordered. I'm really trying to be good, but one of the things I ordered at the very beginning of January was the full skein color of the month from Leap of Faith Yarns, which was this wood duck. I want full socks in the wood duck. So I got a full skein of that. I shouldn't have it in the plastic, but I won't take it out. It just has the teals, the roses, the tans, the ivory. I just really loved it. Here's a thing. So Sweet Skein of Mine, I love her yarn. I love that she lives in my hometown. She has a beautiful YouTube channel. She does Vlogmas. I know I mentioned her before, but she this year is doing color of the month. So I went ahead, she figured out the shipping situation with tariffs and stuff because she's in New Brunswick, Canada. So this was her January color of the month. You know what's so funny is how many things match my fingernails, and I never do this color. So that was just so funny. I chose like a pink, a pink for the Valentine whole feel, and Then I put a chrome on my nail, and then it ended up being more purple than pink. But I like it. This one is January Yarn of the Month, Paper Snowflakes by Sweet Skein of Mine. And I got a cute little snowflake. And the next thing I wanted to share is one of my friends, Mountain Sage Fiber & Co. She's just doing lots of yarn dyeing all the time. So I'm always having this feeling, oh, I want that and I want this, but can't have it all. So I did recently purchase, she did a pines and cocoa theme, and I'm a green person. These are 50 skein, I don't want to make too much noise. These are 50 gram skeins, sorry. It's such a good fade. So this is really dark, less dark, medium dark, and then goes to light. This is her logo, if you can, oh, it flipped on me. That's her logo, if you can see it. So I'm not sure what I would do with that. Maybe a muscle burr hat, maybe a cowl. There's lots of yarn in there. It could be a shawl. Her quality of yarn is absolutely gorgeous. Mountain Sage Fiber Co. I have some of her sock yarn, so I really love that. So that's the purchases in the past 2 months. Not super bad, right? And then I wanted to share one more thing from my sister that I got in the mail. Like, how sweet is this? So my sister is also a knitter, but she's a huge paper person and she makes cards. So I got the sweetest cards in the mail. Just one sec, I gotta grab. I got like a package, a little care package. So she sent me these little stitch markers. We were laughing because this one is I'm flopped. That's great. She sent me her favorite tea. Haven't tried it yet. Bergamot Rose. Rishi Tea and Botanicals. I'm going to use this weekend. Beautiful. She says it's awesome. So then what I really want to show you is the paper products. The 3 cards that she made me are absolutely adorable. And it was just out of the blue, a Happy Mail gift. Pink. There goes that purple again, and an ivory. Look at the embossed paper it's on. She knit these sheep. These are cards I could send to my fellow knitters, which I like to do sometimes. And it's just really sweet. It's great having cards on hand to send to whoever. And yeah, just wanted to share all that. So I think that wraps up today. Thanks for listening. I really wanted to share. I'm going to share some of my past 2 months footage because I just have some cute little things I want to put in. And I think that wraps it up. So I'll be back. I am planning on doing a little Valentine's knit along. I forget the name of it right this minute, but Karina is crafty. Maybe it's called the Dotted Cowl. But I have an advent that I purchased a couple years ago from Sweet Skein of Mine. It was a Valentine advent, so I think I might have fun knitting on the dotted cowl. I didn't have to buy anything new this year, but of course my yarn is very Valentine's-ish, so it makes the month festive, and I'm looking forward to it. That starts, I think, on Sunday. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll be back on here sometime in February. I won't go as long, I promise. I know that for sure. And until then,